What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my top 21 toys of 2021. That's right, my Zillions, continuing the Ultrazilla tradition of doing the number of toys for the year number. We're gonna keep it going. That is such an Ultrazilla thing to do. I thought about stopping that, but you know what? Nah, we're gonna keep going. 21 toys are gonna be featured here, but we're gonna do things a little bit differently this year. And there's multiple reasons for that. If anybody who's watching this has followed the channel this year, you know I've had a lot of trouble with the studio, a lot of reconstruction going on down there, and that has unfortunately made me not been able to look at everything I've gotten this year. So that's a thing that I usually do in the weeks coming up to the end of the year. But I just couldn't do it this year. That's unfortunate. However, it's actually made me think about that whole concept a lot. So this year and every year, you know, forthcoming, I'm going to only feature toys that I reviewed. So that is both, you know, good for you guys and like a little bit of a kick in the butt for me. You know, buy less for sure. And really, if I think something is that good, why am I not featuring it on the channel? So there's multiple reasons for this. Came out of necessity, but I think it's a really, really good thing that I'm switching to that. Keeps things honest. You know, I've been kind of tired of seeing stuff on these lists that I just all of a sudden have, you know, put in front of you guys as a top pick. You know, instead of being something you guys might have seen and had that journey with me already. So, without any further ado, let's get into this list. Top 21 of 2021. Kicking things off with the Ultra in Ultrazilla, we got the Mafex Shin Ultraman. Now, I've reviewed quite a bit of Shin Ultraman this year, but for sure, the Mafex version of the super articulated figures has been the best. Definitely beat out the SHF, so this is a one to get if you have not picked up a Shin Ultraman. Definitely recommend the Mafex. Number 20 is, spoilers, the only Transformer that made this list. And it's not quite a new one per se. It is the Takara version of the Siege Optimus in their brand new premium finish line. Now, I've picked up the first 3 figures here with 2 Optimuses and B, but I really love this Siege Optimus. It is a gorgeous figure. I love the paint, and it's not just the paint. I've said this before, there's something robust about the actual feel of the figure, and all that combined puts it on my list for sure. Next up, we got quite possibly the best Incredible Hulk figure that's ever been. It's quite possible. This is the DST Immortal Hulk. It is a gorgeous Hulk figure. It is big, it is chunky, and boy does it pack a wallop. DST knocked this one out of the park. At 18, we have the 5-2 Toys Chinese Dragon, and I picked up a few toys from this company this year, and this one was the best. I mean, I think this is the only one I actually got to review, but it really is the best one. It is an incredible figure with an awesome gimmick. I just absolutely love dragons, and man, I think 5-2 Toys did this one justice. It's a really, really cool figure. You know, I've been saying for a long time I'm going to start collecting YMSF figures, and this is the year I really started doing it in earnest. And you know what, man? They put out this beautiful Destroy All Monsters Manda, and it's a brand new sculpt, and it is awesome. I love Manda, and I'm glad it is a YMSF figure that's making this list for its representation. With Godzilla Singular Point, Jet Jaguar made a return to the forefront, and man, I'm so happy about that. This movie Monster Series figure was so much fun. I love playing around with this thing, and you know what? The finish is really nice, so there's no doubt that it was definitely making this list, and here it is at number 16. This is one of those figures that proves that things change, right? This review for Kong here from SH Monster Arts was a little on the fence, right? I didn't really love the faces and stuff, but I gotta say, I got so much play out of this figure. I really loved posing it around. I really loved just doing any photography with it. It was a lot of fun, so for me, it is a really cool figure when it can do all of that and just keep your interest. I need other heads for this guy. I certainly do. But at its base, I think it's a really good figure and definitely worthy on being on the tops of the year. No, this might not be the Mechagodzilla you're looking for on this list. However, I almost forgot this one came out. This is the third-party Ready Player One Mechagodzilla that may or may not have been a possible NECA mold. We'll never know. Or will we? I don't know. Maybe we will in 2022. But all I know is whoever made this, it is awesome. They did a great job. I thought this figure was really, really well done from a design that I absolutely love. So yeah, this is an excellent figure, and I'm really glad I was able to get my hands on it in 2021. But getting back to GVK, and you know, we can't have a Kong without a Godzilla. How about the Funko 10-inch Godzilla? This thing was awesome. This thing was painted so great, and the sculpt is actually really, really nice. It is my favorite representation of Godzilla 2021 that I picked up personally last year. And I don't know, I think a lot of people agreed with me. This is an actually great Godzilla. At number 12, talk about a figure that's gonna like raise some eyebrows being on this list. But you guys know, I absolutely loved the Playmates Jet Jaguar. It is a perfect classic Jet Jaguar. In the year of the return of Jet Jaguar, I think Playmates did an amazing job with this overall. Yes, he has a little standing issue, but otherwise, love the pose, love the paint job. It's just a really cool figure, and it like really gives me that hero vibe. Absolutely adore this figure. Finally, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection's Monsters gave us a really great release in Pudgy Pig. I thought this figure was incredible, and it's crazy that it was a, you know, exclusive and then a standard, and then the standard came out first. That's all nuts, but I'm glad I was able to get the standard because it is fantastic. And kicking off the top 10 is a figure I knew was going to be part of that top 10 as soon as I opened the box. It is the Hiya Toys Alien Queen. What a stunning figure. A beautiful representation of the Aliens version of the Queen. It's super articulated. It is just like an amazing sculpt with an incredible paint job. Can't say enough about this figure. I just absolutely love what Hiya did here. And honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on more queens. I would really like to get their Resurrection Queen. That's always been a great sculpt, but this figure is awesome. Next up at number 9, we got the Jada Toys Creature from the Black Lagoon, a figure that I had a great time playing around with, and I have been having a great time playing around with it since I picked it up and reviewed it. It is so awesome. Lots of great accessories here, awesome finish, but the fun factor. This is one that the fun factor trumps all of that. I love it. I think they did a great job, and it's probably my favorite creature that I've ever owned. At number 8 might surprise you because I was a little on the fence about this review actually not that long ago. It's the SH Monster Godzilla Ultima. But in the week since, I have not stopped playing around with this one. I really like it. Yes, I have a little QC issue with some teeth and eyes, but they're not that bad all told. And they're fixable, you know? Otherwise, I love this sculpt. I think it's a lot of fun to photograph. I've had a great time, like, putting it into battles with other figures. Yeah, this is a really great release, in my opinion, from SH Monster Arts, and I think it definitely deserved this placement. When I reviewed the Boss Fight Studios Lucha Brothers, I said right there and then, these are probably the 1/12 scale, like, real action figures of the year. And I was right. No other, like, straight up action figure placed higher than these guys. Really great work from Boss Fight. I love wrestling. I really like the Lucha Brothers. It was a perfect marriage. These are figures to get, guys. So I'm glad they made it to number 7. Last year I was on the fence about what to do with statues, right? So this year, I'm just not. They're part of collectibles, and this is an amazing, amazing piece from Mondo. Of all the things I got from Mondo this year, and pretty much all of them could have made this list, this was the absolute best. It was my favorite thing. This Mondo Mothra Tokyo SOS statue just blows me away. It is so gorgeous. You know, I adore it. And I'm not the hugest Mothra guy, you know, like, as far as kaiju go, Mothra is not the highest on my list, especially this version of Mothra. But man, this is a stunning statue. Okay, you guys know I love Gamera, and there was a few good releases this year, but none better than the X Plus D4 Real Gamera 2, who is like one of my favorite Gameras. I love this version of Gamera, and this is the Rick version, and it is a beautiful, beautiful figure, and definitely worthy of top 5 placement of the year. Yeah, I know I said the Lucha Brothers were, you know, action figures, and some folks consider this action figures, but McFarlane's The Violator is a monster figure. You know what I'm saying? That is a huge, chunky monster figure that honestly is incredible. You know, gushing review, still gushing over it now. Absolutely awesome details on this, and it could have been even higher. But what gets you a top 3 placement? Nostalgia. Huge nostalgia. And, you know, when you, like, tap that inner child in me, man, Super 7 really did it with the Reaction Shogun. And this is the first SDCC release because nothing did it more for me than this Godzilla figure. It is so awesome. It is my favorite Godzilla figure of the year. Because I had it as a kid, guys, so what's better than that? You know, you pretty much know if there's a Voltron release and I got to review it in that year, it's gonna make my top 5. Unless it's a really horrible thing, it usually makes it because I'm a giant Voltron fan. And man, this crazy third-party Lucky Cat Microcosmos Elvis is an amazing articulated Voltron. It just squeaked in here onto the list at the very last week, but I've been playing around with it for more than a month. It is an incredible figure. A great Voltron, and something that it could have been number 1. However, number 1 is probably a no-doubter. As soon as I got this figure, I knew it was gonna be the one to beat. It's the Robot Spirits Atlas Destroyer from Pacific Rim to Black. Great job all around. No complaints about this figure whatsoever. near perfect. Near perfect. I just love how it looks. It is by far the best Robot Spirits Pacific Rim figure that they did. I wish they would do more because this is what I want to see from them. Great accessories, really nice finish, awesome articulation. Everything was here on this figure. It was a no-doubter. It was the one to beat, and nobody did. Pacific Rim's Atlas Destroyer, #1. And there you go, guys. Atlas Destroyer was #1, but lots of great toys on this list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Very kaiju heavy, but you know what? We feature mostly kaiju on this channel, there's no doubt about it. It is a robot, yes, that won, but you know what? He's part of a kaiju franchise, and I'm very happy about that. I loved this figure, it was so awesome, so I'm really happy to feature it, but everything here is amazing. Any of them could have been #1 for anybody. And there you go, guys. Hope you dug it. Hope you enjoyed all my reviews in 2021. Looking forward to getting into the 2022 batch. Let me know what your best figures of the year was down below. Until next time, Happy New Year once again. Peace out, peeps.